How do y'all think these charges came about?
If you think about Gunna ain't really gonna get no time though. Like,
why you
he
say
ain't
that?
really in because he's not in a lot of indictments for real. He just a part of YSL. And if you gonna do something, do that shit by yourself, man.
By yourself.
By your damn self.
But somebody had to tell somebody to tell somebody. Okay? Because they ain't gonna hide that story for no reason. They know.
Exactly. From a cell.
Varius. Yeah. Hey, y'all know what it is, and we're gonna get right to it, y'all. I don't know if y'all didn't heard about the bullshit that's been going down with your boy Thugger and Young Slime Life, man. YSL, man, 28 members got indicted. I need to go into the details. I'm just gonna go ahead and ask the question, dog. Like, how do y'all think these charges came about?
When they come, the feds come, they come. They been had a case going around.
Look,
definitely.
Did you say this?
RICO. Puerto Rico.
They ain't coming. No bullshit.
I looked in on this thing, man. It just ain't look real good from what I'm looking at, because it's just like this lady had not just this lady, the district attorney. She said she was a prosecutor for 16 years. This lady had not just this lady, the district attorney. She said she was a prosecutor for 16 years. And so during the time where the murder supposed to have occurred, she was a prosecutor during that time. So she said she couldn't close the case then. So she vowed to that family that she would bring that family to justice. So that's what she got a motive behind this shit. Like, she dedicated her life to taking down Young Thug. That shit, it sounds sad in the way it sounds like Meek Mill's situation that he had going on. And it's like he could never get under that judge's thumb. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like, it's the same situation. It's like, but a little different. It's like this lady ain't catch him, but she watched him for years. District attorney, you know what I'm saying? Not even the feds. This is the state that brought the RICO charges. So it's that shit real, man. It's crazy. And when it's the state is where you from, they looking at it like you a menace to society where we from.
They've been looking at them. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, all it takes is one person, and it trickles all the way down. You feel what I'm saying? And
definitely.
That's how things goes when they pick up everybody on their document. Yes, they got a big case. They got all the evidence.
Gunna, who is also, part of YSL as well, he was implicated in the indictment. Another rap name that came up as well was YFN Lucci, of course, because of the whole YFN versus YSL shit that's been going down for years. Man, I mean, within the indictment, they said that they tried to put out a second hit on Lucci, who got stabbed back in March at that. So they feel like that somehow this is all implicated. Thugger, his baby mama, she got murdered. You know what I'm saying? So all of this shit is it seems like it's a web of shit. But what you got on that, G?
When he got indicted, basically he in a situation where he not in PC, not in protective custody. In case y'all know what PC is, but he not in PC, so he is available to everybody. And Young Thug really tied in. So I'm guessing between some phone calls, something had to be exchanged for them to actually, or either the phone calls or the dudes who stabbed Lucci snitched, or Lucci snitched. It's one of the other. Because we know he got stabbed, but we don't know what's going on in there. So until you hear through the streets, like, oh yeah, YSL stabbed him, nigga. YSL niggas poked him up. It ain't even have to necessarily have nothing to do with Thug, but just because they was YSL, it's all in the indictment. They get indicted for something that happened in a jail. That's what Thug getting indicted for.
Yeah.
And for that old murder where it was a rental car used in his name to kill. I don't want to say the man's name, but to kill somebody. The rental car, like that's enough evidence for them. That's why they indicted him. I'm like, why they didn't indict him though? They waited till he done more shit just to indict him for that one thing back in 2015.
There's more that's gonna come out of it, but I feel like that just due to his status and the fact, like you said earlier, they trying to make an example. We already been on him. We got a vendetta against this nigga. We finally got something. Let's go.
And let's let Snoop Dogg Crit walk in the Super Bowl.
Charlemagne said something, man, on the Breakfast Club around this, right? He said these companies like 300, right? Yeah, 300, because their YSL is a part of 300 in entertainment and whatnot. So when this stuff happens, like, what is, are these labels really gonna have your back? That's the question. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, are these labels gonna have your back after they invested all this money in you to have you promote this shit, portray this lifestyle? Like, are they really gonna be down for you? You know what I mean? And it's gonna be interesting to see where 300 lands with all of this. Where their counterparts land with all of this. But hey, we'll see. Than that, I mean, I guess this is another one that's gonna have to be continued, because this ain't the last of this shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, you really, and then look, if you think about Gunna ain't really gonna get no time though. Like,
why
he ain't really in because he's not in a lot of indictments for real. He just a part of YSL, and at the same time, he got like ties to Thugger, so it's just like they feel like they're the richest, so they taking down the richest, so it can trickle down. The district attorney even said herself that she felt like 75% of the crime was behind them. Yeah. Well, she didn't say them necessarily. She said the gangs. She said 80% of the crime is behind the gangs in Atlanta. I mean, it's crazy. It sounds crazy, but it, like, you don't know what them people gotta do to survive. Like, it's the streets, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's like coming from a black lady, you know what I'm saying?
Lost in all of this is that there are a lot of people that died in all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what she was saying. That's what the district attorney was saying. She said after that murder, she said the whole city of Atlanta just turned up. She said probably 50 bodies behind that one murder. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't had nothing to do. It might not have nothing to do with YSL, but just because of that one murder, a whole bunch of other murders happened. That's why she's saying she's trying to take it out the street. So, I mean, I guess it is what it is.
More to the story is, I hope you got some loyal people.
Hey, who y'all think gonna snitch first? Well, Gunna look like he gonna tell that he gonna on a silver platter.
Hey, because like you said, he ain't
company gonna make him do it.
Right.
Damn.
Because he had a great year. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
year. He had a great run.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You was affiliated with one of the baddest jumps in the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of that shit. I could, like, he's a high prospect.
Definitely.
Of being the top snitch. Just saying.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they might be happy they're in jail for real. You know what I'm saying? You know, Gunna like a little dyke and thug. He been wearing dresses and shit.
Bang.
I don't know what the fuck. Even though I like both of their music.
For the sake of cancellation, no.
More to the story, man. Just be you, bro. Stay out of the way, man. Don't trust nobody, man. For real, man. Don't trust nobody, bro. If you gonna do something, do that shit by yourself, man.
By yourself.
By your damn self.
But somebody had to tell somebody to tell somebody. Okay? Because they ain't gonna have that story for no reason. They know.
Exactly.
Man, what's that shit, man? That shit, Trick Daddy, he got a verse. He like, you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
No, he said, you know somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. That boy talk that shit.
Yeah, moral of the story, man. If you're gonna do some shit, do it by your damn self. Hey, as always, on IG and Twitter, man, y'all can find us there. Yeah, man. And if you don't, we gonna send G big goddamn Bane ass at your ass.
Oh,
You're not
Bean.
gonna send me. You're not gonna send me. I'm going to church. Bean's going to
Hey,
church.
hey, Blade, big Blade Brown, man.
For sure.
Hey,
D. Blade Brown.
the Blade Brown.
We
Hey,
got
man.
Keith and Vendetta hat.
So the hood legislation. It's your boy Rome Jones.
It's your girl Ebony Monique.
It's your boy GMF Big Peso. You already know.
Later.
Howdy.
The Varius